And welcome to another episode of the Codo's Mojo. And as always, I'm your host, Patrick Codo. We got a lot of awesome stuff to talk about today. We got Ian with us on the show as always. Ian, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, man. It's a good week so far. I mean, we just had the NFL draft. As us Bears fans, have a lot of reasons to be excited. And I know we got a big race weekend coming up in Kansas, man. It's an exciting time right now for us.
Yes, it is.
But let's start off with the draft, obviously. Let's start with our beloved Chicago Bears, who picked up the biggest things we need: a quarterback, another wide receiver, an offensive lineman, a punter, who's hopefully the best punter going to be the best punter in the NFL, and a defensive end.
Yeah, fantastic picks for the Bears. I mean, we had it all down. I mean, had to pick Caleb Williams and we did it. And yeah, now we're set for a while.
Not gonna lie, Ian, both you and I, we were shitting on Williams before the draft and stuff, but lately the guy's been growing
Oh,
on us.
well, yeah, because we still had Justin Fields and we wanted him, but now we don't really have a choice. So yeah, go Caleb
Yeah,
Williams.
exactly. And we both love Field. We both loved him. We still have our jerseys and stuff, but we just had that feeling that it was going to come.
Nothing we can do about it.
Yep. But now we got Caleb Williams, a Heisman Trophy winner out of USC. And some people forget, too, that he used to play at Oklahoma.
Yeah, very true.
Yep. And sh- obviously for Williams, he could do it all. He could throw, he could run. He loves being here in Chicago. He's got himself, the best offense that any rookie quarterback has ever.
Yeah, you just set up for success.
Because he's going to target players like DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, which I love that guy, by the way, because he's already shitting on Green Bay. I was like, oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Um, Obviously, we got Cole Kmet as well, Keenan Allen for a year. So, yeah, this is really
Shaping up to be a
hopeful.
good team. Yeah.
Yep. On paper, we look good. We just got to see it produce on the field. That's the thing.
Yeah,
And
very
if it
true.
and if it produces well right away, this team will likely have the best offense and defense in the league.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would want to play the Bears if, things pick up.
Yeah.
But taking a look at the rest of the draft and stuff, the first, four teams, really no surprise. Washington getting Jaden Daniels at QB, no surprise. They need a quarterback. The Patriots getting Drake May, of course, they need a quarterback. And Marvin Harrison being the first wide receiver to go to the Cardinals, no surprise. There's Kyler Murray's new favorite target.
Yeah. Hopefully he can actually throw it to him.
Exactly. And if he's able to throw it to, I think there's a set of there's a set of rookie wide receivers likely going to go off. Marvin Harrison Jr., Rome Odunze, Malik Neighbors to the Giants. I like that pick by the Giants. This one though by the Falcons was a head scratcher. The Falcons drafting Michael Penix Jr. when they signed Kirk Cousins for 4 years, 180 mil.
Yeah, well, you also got to think too, Kirk Cousins is coming off of that really bad injury last year. I don't know why they paid him like that, but you got to get ready for him not being able to play a full season. So you go and get a guy like Michael Penix Jr. and yeah, this might work out pretty good for him. We'll see.
Exactly, man. And for somebody like Michael Penix, he is a quarterback that's definitely NFL ready. Sure, there are some quarterbacks that are drafted that are going to take some time, but Penix, he's definitely someone who's NFL ready. We'll see what happens with Cousins this year. Obviously, whoever the Falcons throw at QB on week one, I won't be surprised if it's Kirk, but don't be surprised to see Penix thrown under center sometime this season. They both have offenses that can win you games. The
Yeah,
Falcons have Darnell Mooney, Kyle Pitts, Drake London, and a good running attack with Bijan Robinson.
yeah, very true. Gonna be
Yep.
stout.
The Vikings got a quarterback in JJ McCarthy. So that means Sam Darnold's already on the hot seat right now. I low key won't be surprised if McCarthy, starts for the Vikings week one and then he helped Michigan to a national championship. Obviously, this is the NFL, so it's going to take some time for him to adjust, but I think he'll be ready week one. He's got a good wide receiver in Justin Jefferson to throw to.
Yeah, definitely gonna be pretty great for them.
Broncos getting a quarterback, good because they badly need one. Jesus Christ. And I like the Bo Nix pick. They got him and his college teammate, Troy Franklin. So the Broncos are looking good too.
Yeah, we shall see how they do.
Yep. And then yeah, it's pretty pretty exciting to see, what some other teams have done. The Panthers, they landed a wide receiver with their first round pick. Thank you, Carolina, for giving us your gifts, by the way.
Yep.
We also got Jonathan Brooks for Texans from Houston. So the Panthers are loading up their offense a little bit. And then there's just other teams, loading up their teams with, defensive fronts, offensive fronts. It was a pretty interesting draft, I'll say that, but a good one for the Bears.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Now we just got to see how these rookies all pan out. It's exciting now, but let's see how they all pan out. And knock on wood, these guys stay healthy.
Yep, come crunch time.
Yep, and Caleb Williams, I'm sure you saw him after the after we drafted the punter. He said, "You're not going to be punting here that often."
Yeah, that was cool.
But if he does, he's gonna maybe he'll be able to pin opponents back deep. But it shows Caleb Williams that yeah, this guy's gonna want to win Chicago. Let's fucking go.
Absolutely, man. Love to see it.
Yep. The Chiefs reloaded, boosted their offense a little bit, getting Xavier Worthy from Texas, of course. The Raiders getting Brock Bowers, so looks like they're going to run a two tight end system with Michael Mayer and Brock Bowers and Devontae Adams. Some good company for Aiden O'Connell or Gardner Minshew. If I'm AOC, I wouldn't be too comfortable. I would, continue to work my ass off and keep that starting job at large.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
It's crazy, man. As a Bears fan, man, I'm excited. I'm hoping it all goes well.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. We'll have the schedule come out in a couple of weeks, and yeah, we'll see what goes on from there.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's jump from the NFL and talk some NHL playoffs happening right now. NBA and NHL in their playoffs right now. We'll take a look at, some of the teams, playing right now. Right now, we got the Vegas Golden Knights, the defending Stanley Cup champions, taking on the Dallas Stars. That game is going to a game five, no surprise. The Colorado Avalanche, the 2022 Stanley Cup champions, are moving on to the second round. So we'll have a battle of two former Stanley Cup champions in the next, possibly the next round. Florida will play the winner of Boston and Toronto. Boston is up 3 games to 2. Come on, Toronto.
Yeah, I would I really just want to see Toronto win a Stanley Cup, especially with Austin Matthews.
I love Austin
That
Matthews.
yeah, that guy deserves it. I mean, I understand all the shit talk about the Toronto Maple Leafs, how they can never win a Stanley Cup anymore, and blah 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 blah. But they're one of the original six, one of the best teams, like one of the greatest franchises in all of hockey. And yeah, they deserve to win a Stanley Cup, and I really hope they do, so they can shut up all the haters for the Maple Leafs. 'Cause I love the Leafs. They're my favorite Canadian NHL team.
Yeah, I love Austin Matthews. I love Connor McDavid too from the Oilers.
Yeah, man.
Those guys are franchise savers because those two teams were.
Yeah, they still just they need to give those guys more help. I mean, they made it to the playoffs, but they gotta work through the playoffs, and we've seen the Oilers and the Leaves just awful, awful, awful luck. Um,
Exactly.
yeah, but I love these playoffs. I don't think we get game six for Nashville and Vancouver until Friday. Yeah, Friday. Vancouver leading that series 3-2. I hate both those teams, but I really hope the Preds beat the Canucks because they're probably my least favorite team. And then the
But
Preds
yeah,
can go on and lose the next round.
that game is this Friday, and yes, I don't care what happens as long as they lose next round. And they'll likely play the Oilers, who are up 3 games to 1 on the Los Angeles Kings.
Yeah. So we'll see we'll see if the Kings can maybe come back here. Would be pretty interesting.
We've seen, 3-1. I always say, Ian, 3-1 is one of the most dangerous leads in sports.
Yep. Seen that in 2016 with the Chicago Cubs. We saw that in 2013 with the Blackhawks against the Detroit Red
Yes,
Wings.
sir.
Yeah, so you got to make
Two
it happen.
nothing. 2-0's not even a safe lead, too.
Yeah, exactly. So you're up 3 games, 1 or 3 games to nothing. You still got to play your heart out in that that quote unquote final game, or else
Exactly.
they're just gonna walk all over you, and you're gonna be exhausted. And yeah, and then all of a sudden it's game 7.
Because it's an elimination game for those, for that team wanting to fight for their playoff lives. They're the ones coming out aggressive, and then the others are like, all right, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We're fighting, we're fighting, we're coming. And the next thing you know, game 7, and the team that got too comfortable, like, fuck, we got to play hockey.
Yeah,
But yeah, we'll see. I would love to see Edmonton, knock out, Nashville in the next round. And then we do have one second round matchup set up. It's the Rangers and the Hurricanes going out in the second round.
that will be pretty fun. I
Yeah.
really hope the Hurricanes do it.
Yeah, I'm going with the Hurricanes too. If the Hurricanes win that, they'll be in the Eastern Conference Finals against either Florida, and we'll wait on the win, and we'll wait on, Toronto or Boston. I'm going with Toronto to get by Boston. And yeah,
Absolutely.
that'd be a cool matchup to see the Hurricanes and Maple Leafs in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, that would be a really fun series to watch.
The Avs and Golden Knights, do not be surprised to see that go to 7.
Oh yeah, both fantastic teams. Would not be surprised.
Yeah, playoff hockey is super fun and stuff, especially when those games get into overtime. Your season's on the line.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Speaking of playoffs, Ian, the NBA playoffs are also happening as well, and there are two teams that failed to close out their series last night. The
I'm gonna be honest here with everybody. I have no idea who those two teams are.
I can help you out.
Last I heard, LeBron made it out. That's my NBA logic, right? That's how much I know about the NBA. So Patrick, take it away, buddy, because I'm not gonna be much help in this.
I'll do my best. Don't you worry. I'll do my best. Don't you worry. Up. Yeah. So anyway, the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers thought they were going to move on to their next rounds. Nope. They both blew. They both could not. They're up 3 games to 2. They could not close it out in their game 5. So those are two teams that shouldn't get comfortable. The Cavaliers are 1 win away from moving on against the Magic. I'm taking the Cavs to beat that. I would love to see Philadelphia come back and Milwaukee come back and stuff, but Milwaukee's gonna have to pray to get Baby Dame and Giannis back from their injuries because the Bucks are not winning without those guys. And then the Celtics are likely, hopefully, the Celtics have a shot to close out their series tonight against the Heat. And then the Clippers and Mavs are in a 2-all tie. I are in a are in a 2-2 series. I would love to see the Mavericks pull away because I love Luka Doncic. And yeah. And yes, Ian, to your
Grew.
point. Yes. Huh?
Grew. Wait, which one dressed up like Grew, the NBA player?
I think it's Jokic.
Yeah, Jokic.
Yeah.
He's the one that dressed up like Gru. That was pretty funny.
I know. Nikola Jokic, the Joker. I think
Yeah.
the Nuggets, with how talented they are, I think they could win it again.
Good.
Because
It's very, very possible.
nobody could stop, Jokic and Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray had to, hit a couple game winners to help the Nuggets beat the Lakers. And it's safe to say that the Nuggets own the Lakers.
Oh, yes, they do.
Yep. And then the Oklahoma City Thunder with an impressive sweep over the New Orleans Pelicans. A super young 1 seed, but damn, I wouldn't mess with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
No, they're pretty good from what I've seen from what Tom's been tweeting.
Yep. And then the Timberwolves. swept the Phoenix Suns. It's safe to say that Kevin Durant will be out of Phoenix soon. Man just can't win anywhere he goes besides the Warriors.
Yep, just couldn't pull it together.
Yep. That the Timberwolves will take on the Denver Nuggets in the next round. That should be a really good series. Got a battle of bigs going at it.
Yeah, gotta love the big boys in basketball.
Oh yes, and then the Thunder will be waiting on either the Clippers or the Mavericks. I'm gonna go Mavericks, and I won't be surprised if it's possibly Mavericks and Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. The East is up for grabs, but if Milwaukee gets their two-headed monster back with Dame and Giannis, I think the Bucks could wake up and go far.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yep. All right, Ian. All that aside, let's rev up our engines now, baby. We always finish up with racing at the show. We had a fun weekend at Dover, and then we go to Kansas. But let's recap Dover. Ryan Truex getting a win at Dover after Austin Hill. I was being a piece of shit again, not making friends with him.
Whoa. What? Patrick admitting that Austin Hill's a piece of shit?
I'm
What
not.
is this world?
I'm not saying I'm jumping off. I'm not saying I'm jumping ship. I'm just saying that's what went down. He was like, "Oh, Austin, stop being a piece of shit. Come on."
Ooh,
Even
okay.
even even the fans that like their drivers have to admit that. Oh yeah, he was a piece of shit that day. He was a dick that day.
Not Dalton, and apparently not you when you're in the group chat.
I
You were
keep it humble.
supporting him. Come
I
on,
keep
Pat.
I keep I keep thoughts to myself and stuff. I don't want to say something and then have it backfire. You know what I mean? That I let Dalton do that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let Dalton take the shit.
I'll let Dalton take the fire. I'll just sit back and watch. But yes,
Yeah,
no,
but
Austin Hill not making friends. Spun himself. He got spun out of the race and stuff. No surprise. That's what happens when you race too aggressive. And Ryan Truex got the win.
pretty cool for Ryan Truex' second career Xfinity Series win, his second win in NASCAR altogether, and it came in back-to-back years at Dover. You can say that this guy really likes this place, and it's just really impressive. This is his sixth race since that win at Dover last year. And you would think like, oh yeah, he runs a full season, he won at the track 2 years in a row. Pretty typical. But
Mm-hmm.
no, this guy part-time runs a quarter of the season and he gets the win at one of the most difficult tracks in all of NASCAR. Didn't even have a sponsored spot like a real sponsor on there. It was basically Toyota. And yeah, really damn cool to see Ryan Truex back in victory lane. I think everybody likes that. Anthony Alfredo won the Dash for Cash. He got $100,000.
I saw that.
Huge for him and that five team for our motorsports because we know they're one of the most underfunded teams. And they'll be able to put some pieces together and probably make some faster cars with all that money they just got.
Yeah. And for Truex, hopefully, with this win, he can get some more sponsors and stuff, to
Another
help
guy
out.
that
And
deserves a real full-time ride. And dude, how about Carson Kvapil? His second
I
race,
know.
his second Xfinity Series race, and he finished top five again, going for the lead while Sheldon Creed and Austin Hill were fighting for it. Then that caution came out with Riley Herbst. But man, this kid's so good. Like Dale Jr. found himself a Chevrolet prodigy right here.
Right.
Man, oh man, you got to give this kid a full-time ride next year.
And watching the race and stuff too, it was raining a few times. They're like, oh boy, nope, they kept it going. I'm glad they did.
Yeah, the double zero pit crew for Cole Custer, they told him to come in and pit, and he didn't want to because he knew the rain was coming, so he stayed out. Rained a little bit. They came down pit road, and they thought they had it in the bag, and then it all cleared up, and they were out. And
So
and the
some
winner.
uh so some near Justin Haley shit from 2019.
Almost, but Cole Custer was actually leading green flag laps. Justin Haley did not lead a green flag lap when he won at Daytona in 2019. So, yeah, Cole would have been more deserving of that win, but hey, it stopped raining. I'm glad NASCAR didn't call it and they were able to go out racing. And Cole Custer's day was basically ruined from the strategy they were trying to pull for the rain coming. But hey, that's going to happen. That's what I love about NASCAR. You get all these different guys trying strategy if there's going to be weather coming, and sometimes it won't work out, and sometimes it really does work out.
Well, and it put up a great finish on Saturday.
Yes, it did.
And then Sunday, Denny Hamlin wins again at Dover.
Yeah, no surprise. Denny Hamlin is really freaking good at this concrete 1 mile track. And he even called it on Actions Detrimental. He's like, I'm winning Dover. Calling it right now. Calling my shot. That's why everyone's calling him the Great Hambino now.
And Vito, I love it. You know what? The way Denny's been running this year, I think he'll finally get that championship this season. I really hope so.
Man, we say that all the time, and it just does not pan out. He needs to be good throughout these playoffs. He needs to be consistent. He didn't even make the Final Four last season. Or no, did he make the Final Four? No,
Nope.
he didn't. No, he didn't. Yeah, didn't make the
Got
Final Four
screwed.
last year. So he's got to put all of his pieces together, and then all you got to have is just one good Phoenix race. No mistakes. We know this guy can win at that track. He's been really good there in the spring and in the fall when it wasn't even the championship race. So, yeah, I would really love to see Denny Hamlin finally get that championship because right now he of all time in NASCAR, he's the best driver to never win a championship.
100%. And all this and all the and his resume shows.
Yep. Yeah, it does. I mean, he has what 54 wins now after Dover. Just incredible stats from this guy. Just love to see it. Just love to see it. Hopefully he'll be able to put it together and hopefully get a championship this year because I'd put my money on him, but I'm also scared to put my money on him for getting that championship because we've
I
seen
was
it
gonna
where he
say,
can pull 6, 7 wins out of his ass, but then it comes to crunch time. Can't do anything. Team will screw up. They'll put too much tape on the grill. And we saw his car overheat at Miami in 2019. Um, yeah, so got to put it together. We know that Chris Gabehart, one of the best crew chiefs, one of the smartest guys in the garage area. Denny Hamlin, one of the best drivers, and he's got one of the best spotters in the area too. So Joe Gibbs Racing, they just need to give Denny a real good piece to finally go and get this championship because I think he should be plan A for them.
100%. And it would be really deserving for Denny too, because he's having himself a hell of a run this year. And we're going to another track where he also races good at where he also races good at.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, Ian, we got Kansas this weekend. Kansas has put on some great racing and stuff. I'm excited, bud. We're gonna be there too.
Yeah, Kansas, ever since the next gen car was introduced, Kansas Speedway has put on some of the best racing that we've seen in a very, very long time for mile and a half racing. And it's great. Mile and a half racing used to be some of the worst racing. It used to be really, really boring. And now finally it's great with this next gen car. So yeah, I'm excited. Gonna be a fun time out in Kansas City. We're gonna it's gonna bring a tear to my eye 'cause it's just gonna make me think of Chicagoland Speedway the whole time. It's a sister track. And yeah, I just can't wait to try some Kansas City barbecue. Kyle Long did recommend to go to Joe's at the gas station, which I guess really hot spot in Kansas City. I was looking at the comments, everyone's like, man, the lines are going to be out the door that weekend. Like it's going to be insane. So we'll see about going. We'll see about the line. I heard food's really damn good apparently. But yeah, I'm excited to just go out to the track, man. It's been a few months since we went to Daytona. And now begins our summer stretch of going out and seeing some racing.
Yep, we got this. We got Gateway, the street course in Chicago, Indy, Michigan. Like, oh God.
It's gonna be a hell of a summer, man.
Yep. So, with the truck race happening on Saturday night, that's going to be pretty cool. Racing under the lights.
Yeah, dude, I cannot wait for that. Man, I just hope the weather holds up because it does not look good right now. Right now,
Well,
it's over 80% chance of rain on Saturday and Sunday.
fuck. Well, again, this track does have lights, so I'm optimistic that we get in this weekend.
Hmm.
And like we were talking about on Sunday, I would love to see some night racing at Kansas. I'm not against that.
Yeah, would be pretty cool, but dude, it's gonna be a great race. Who do you got to win for the truck race?
I'm gonna go with Christian Eckes.
Christian Eckes, dude's been on a roll this year with that 19 team. Pat, I gotta go with Raja Caruth. Raja won the race at Las Vegas earlier this year, another mile and a half track. Kid's good. He's got a new secondary sponsor. I don't know if you saw that update. He's got Ally Bank with him too. So
I,
hey, maybe he'll come up and take that 48 one day. Who knows?
oh, that'd be awesome and stuff
I
if
would
he could
love to
get that
see Raja.
opportunity. And
Absolutely, man.
yep. And then for the Cup on Sunday, let's be real, Ian. Toyota and 2311 have owned this track. They have owned this track and stuff. And on Sunday, we are going to see that beautiful 2311 car. Yes, 23 Bubba Wallace in Victory Lane.
Yep. I'm just going off my picks that I made last night on the Stock Car Spectacle. I also picked Bubba Wallace to win this race. The dude has had a great season. For a while, he looked way better than Tyler Reddick for a few weeks. And Bubba's had bad past 2 weeks. He wrecked out at Talladega. He wrecked out at Dover. So he needs some good graces on his side. And we know that he can do something about it here at Kansas Speedway. He's led a lot of laps here in the past God, 4 races now. Kurt Busch
Yep.
won it. Bubba was leading a lot of that race. And then Bubba won that fall race. Denny won the spring race, and Bubba was leading laps. And then Reddick won last fall, and Bubba was leading laps. So Bubba, if he doesn't win, man, he is going to get a top five here. But I do expect a Toyota in victory lane. If it's not going to be Bubba, I think it's going to be Denny Hamlin.
Of course, and maybe Denny Hamlin will dump Larson again.
Yeah, I mean Denny Hamlin's streaky. He's really, really good right now. Um, God, the guy is just so good. How can you not? How could you go against Denny Hamlin right now? You know what? I'm switching my pick. I'm going with the 11 car, man. I think he looks so damn good, but I will say Bubba Wallace will be there too. So will Reddick. Dude, Ty Gibbs, man, he is so close to getting that first win. As much as I hate to say it, this kid's gonna get his first win this season. And when he does, man, you better get ready because he's just gonna start popping them off one by one every single week. I think this kid is just super talented and he's just a bomb waiting to go off in victory lane.
And we were talking about this too, with how Richmond has been a Toyota dominated track. I think Kansas might be next on that list.
Yeah. Um, Dude, Jimmy Johnson's running this race too. We'll see how Legacy Motor Club does. They still haven't said if Eric Jones is running this weekend. I really highly doubt it that he will. He shouldn't. Um, from both of us, like you and me have both dealt with chronic back pain over the years, Pat, and we can say one thing for Eric Jones, do not push it. Because if
Don't
you get
rush
into
it,
another
dude. Don't rush it.
because if you get into another wreck this early, dude, you're gonna fuck up your back for life. You're gonna fuck up your body. It's just not gonna be good for you. So Corey Heim has to step into that 43 car again. And then they've really said they don't know who would be in that car after this weekend if Eric Jones is still out because Jimmy Johnson, this is his last race for a while. I can't remember when his next one is, but they said they didn't deny it that he would be taking over that 43 while Eric Jones is out. So we might see Jimmy in that 43, which would be pretty damn cool.
I know. I would love to see that too.
Yeah, but would be cool. Can't wait to see Jimmy Johnson back on the track for the first time in years in person. It's going to be awesome to see this weekend. And buddy, I don't know if you saw the lineup, but your boy Austin Hill's running this race too.
I saw that he's back in the 33 car. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yes, he is. And Riley Herbst is in that 15. He's done pretty good with Rick Ware Racing with his few times over there. So yeah, it's going to be a
This is
real
going
exciting race.
this is going to be a great weekend. Again, no knock on wood, the weather cooperates. I'm staying optimistic because this track has lights, and I highly doubt it rains like, nonstop like it does in Florida. So
Yeah,
I'm
we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We have to prepare for the worst.
yep. And hopefully third time's a charm where everything gets in perfectly.
Yeah, right.
I know. Because Daytona we had to stay Monday. Michigan, we didn't see the full race. Third time's
So
the
hopefully,
third time.
yeah. Hopefully this one will work out for us.
Please, 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 please. Uh, but anyway, Ian, that'll do it for all of our sports talk. Now, let's jump on to our big three. This week's big three is a good one. our big three draft picks that saved a team's franchise. Ian, you go first.
All right, my first one. I mean, this is probably the most obvious one. Patrick Mahomes coming over to the Kansas City Chiefs.
100%.
Uh, they needed a quarterback real bad, and that dude lit the world on fire when he came over there. Man, another one too for the Chiefs, I would say, is Tyreek Hill. He was huge over there in Kansas City, and he helped them so much.
Yep.
And man, it's a real tough one. We haven't seen. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, dude. Brock Purdy, man, Mr. Irrelevant. I think he is saving this franchise. They needed a quarterback desperately.
I like it.
With Jimmy G just being a bust and an injury-prone motherfucker, and Brock Purdy, man, he looked good his first year. He looked good last year. This kid is amazing, and it's just crazy that he went last in the NFL draft, and now he's one of the superstars in the NFL now.
Look at that.
Yeah,
I'd say Jimmy G is more. I say injury prone is more appropriate for Jimmy G instead of
than a bust. Yeah,
as he's got it done in some games, but like you say, just can't stay healthy and stuff.
yeah, true that.
All right, you want to talk? All right, Ian. Well, for my picks, you want to talk about a savior? This one's another obvious one. Tom fucking Brady.
Oh yeah, dude. Another kind of Mr. Irrelevant as well with how low he went into the draft.
Pick 199 in the 2000 draft. The guy brings home 6 Super Bowls for the Patriots and 7 for himself. Look at that shit.
Who would have thought, man?
Yeah, he's if we're gonna talk about goats we've seen growing up. Yeah, unfortunately, you and I were babies. We're little boys shitting diapers, so we never saw Jordan. So Brady was our goat.
Absolutely, man.
Yep. And then, speaking of goats, Ian, Michael fucking Jordan. Another draft pick that saved the team's franchise.
Very, very true.
Yep. And then the one that put San Francisco on the map, Joe Montana.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the best draft picks ever, dude. One of the best quarterbacks in history. Yeah, can't go wrong with Joe Montana, man.
Yep. All these great picks have helped save teams' franchises, and because some of those teams have gone through some serious hells. I mean, there's a shit ton of teams that have gone through serious hells in the past. They just needed one good pick, and then boom, the team was saved.
Yep. So I'll see how it works out for Chicago.
If only a guy like Andrew Luck never got hurt.
Yeah, it was a real shame, but man, he was dealing with concussions. He didn't want to push himself and end up like Antonio Brown.
Well, Luck would have definitely
ESPN.
Well, Luck thankfully would have had the Colts all saved if he stayed healthy.
Yeah.
Luck was also another quarterback too that had a decent offense when he first joined. So, but Caleb Williams, this offense is way better than the Colts that year.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yep. All right, Ian. Now to our plays of the week, our fantastic and bonehead plays. What do you got?
Well, for my bonehead play of the week, I don't know if you saw this with the Brewers and Tampa Bay Rays game yesterday. Two outfielders, or no, there were two infielders for the Tampa Bay Rays. They came together just like that. Their legs.
Oh, no.
If you know what I mean. Yeah, they came together like that when they tried to catch a ball. Both got hurt. Yeah.
Drink themselves. God damn it.
Pretty damn unfortunate. And then my fantastic play is just Christopher Morel again, the go-ahead home run against the Mets the other night, get the win. Looked good. We didn't win last night. We won the other night, but Christopher Morel looked great. He's been amazing, hitting dongs all year. So yeah.
Dinger, dinger, dinger. All right, Ian, let's go on to my plays of the week. My fantastic play is Jamal Murray setting the Lakers home with his game-winning shot in Game 5. Had a game-winning shot in Game 5 and Game 2. So, you think it's just Jokic? Nope, Jamal Murray. Don't sleep on them.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yep. My bonehead play of the week, Austin Hill getting too aggressive, cost him a chance to win on Saturday.
overdrove it and spun himself out, and yeah, just wasn't the Austin Hill that we thought we knew. It was a smart driver like that, but yep, bonehead.
Yep. Austin, if you're gonna keep that shit up, you're not gonna be making any friends.
He already doesn't have any friends, man. He was after Allgaier. He's already after with Sheldon Creed. He's just not making any friends. He's not going to be getting any help on those super speedways anymore.
Nope, unfortunately not. And dude, imagine if social media was popular when Dale was racing.
Oh man, yeah, that would be insane. Then we would really know how many people hated Dale Earnhardt back then.
Oh, besides the people we know now, I'm sure oh, good Lord Jesus, is a bigger hate club than we expected.
Oh yeah, no, Austin Hill wants to be like Dale, but he'll never be Dale.
Exactly. Neither will Ross Chastain, who drives aggressive as well.
Yep. Well, the thing is, Dale did that shit on the last lap. Chastain will do that on lap 30.
Yep, same shit with Austin Hill.
Yep.
And that wraps up the show. Ian, another good episode of the Codo's Mojo.
Yeah, fantastic, buddy. Can't wait to go out to Kansas City with you out on a Friday evening.
It's gonna be a fun weekend, man.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning into the Codo's Mojo. We will see you next time.